chosen ones, empaths. I've heard of people that, like, I don't know if this fits to you, if it doesn't, you know, but I've had certain degrees of this. It's like, after dealing with the narcissist, you know, being with them for some time, and then when everything kind of blows up and you're discarded, or you have to cut them off because they're so abusive, you kind of start to, you empathize with them a bit. It's like a lot of us have the fixer type empath in us, where we like to fix things, you know, and some of us, you know, especially if you spiritually believe that they're affected with a demon, some of us believe that we can kind of get rid of that badness out of them, you know. But the way I look at it is, it's us clutching onto the love bomb. It's us clutching on to the so-called good times, you know, the so-called good times with the narcissist. Even though, as I've mentioned very previous times before, those times there was our lowest point in existence, because we were so asleep to the abuse that was about to come. We were so asleep that we was being manipulated through the love bomb. But you can't empathize with the narcissist. You just can't, you know. There's no, I don't believe, right? Quote me if I'm wrong, put it in the comment section, you know. But I don't believe we can fix them. How does a narcissist get fixed? Go to therapy. When they go to therapy, I've heard of countless stories where the narcissist makes out that the empath is the abuser, and they'll have the counselor or the therapist blaming the empath for being the abuser. You know, people that have gone to marriage therapy together and stuff like that. I just don't believe they've got it in them to want to repent and change their ways. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Like, even if they do change their ways, right? Even if they come with the, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have treated you that way. I'm sorry, because I've heard people say that they've done this before. You know, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have treated you that way. I'm so sorry, I'll change. They're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're still only changing to manipulate. Like, they're changing the way that they might have cheated on you. They might have done some crazy stuff to you, right? But now they're saying, oh, I've changed, you know? And it's like, if you get back into a relationship with them after they've said all of this stuff, it's like they're only going to still kind of just try and destroy you in the end anyway, you know? But a lot of us have got such big hearts, man. A lot of us have got such big hearts that we believe we can fix them. And, you know, I believe that why try and fix something that ain't broken? They are broken, right? But I'm trying to say, they don't think they're broken. They think we're broken. They think we're messed up. With all of their projection they do onto us and all of their mirroring, and you know, they think we're weird, basically. They think we're messed up because we care about people, because we don't want to do wrong to others, because we don't want to harm others, because we don't want to manipulate. They think that's a weakness. So if anything, they think we need help. You know? Why are we so loving? Why are we so kind? I know they resent that. They're envious of that. But they still think there's something wrong with us. They're so delusional. Maybe in the core of them, they know. Fundamentally, they know. And a lot of you are trying to search for that core. You're trying to get to the core of the narcissist. And at the core of the narcissist, maybe you're right. Maybe there is some good in them. There is some good in them. I believe there is some good in them. But it's just so overshadowed with darkness, man. It's just so overshadowed with darkness. And if we put the energy that we're trying to put into them, trying to fix them, into our own lives, into ourselves, right? These lot made us get lost in their world. Everything was about them. I heard someone I spoke to recently, you know, they said about symbiotic. I think I pronounced it right. You know, the narcissist doesn't believe it's a symbiotic relationship. They don't believe it's a give and take relationship. They don't believe in reciprocation. They don't believe in reciprocity. They don't believe in that. That's why they're seriously messed up. And that's why it's hard to try and make them see the way that you're seeing, because they deep down they do know, but they choose to act on a whim. They choose to act on surface level thoughts and surface level desires. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But I just don't want you to be caught up with like trying to fix them. Why don't we, like, all of us, like, collectively, me included, I've cut them off, I don't want anything to do with them. A lot of us have had the final discard, because even if we were discarded, we've had the final discard. And it's like, now, let's put all of this energy that we was going to put into them, into ourselves, into leveling up, into raising our value, into becoming better, becoming wiser, becoming stronger, like looking after ourselves, just leveling up. Put all of this energy that you want to put into them, because it's so easy to want to get lost in trying to fix someone, but they don't want to be fixed. They ultimately don't want to be fixed. They think, I don't want to, they can't empathize, right? But they see you empathizing with the world, and you see some struggles on TV. Like, I used to see people suffering in the world, and I'll tell the narcissist, look, this is bad what's happening to these people. This. They didn't have any care or consideration whatsoever for the people that are suffering in the world. I can't even watch certain things on the news because it depresses me. I can't even watch certain things in films because there's some horrible scenes, and it makes me feel bad. Even though it's a fiction film, it still, like, torments my empathy, right? And it scars my brain a little. Like, I used to watch a lot of horror films and stuff, but I can't even watch those things anymore because, a lot of, like, it damages me, like, by me watching certain things on the TV or the news. And, plus there's a lot of fabrication in the news as well. I know I'm going off topic here, but there's a lot of fabrication in the news. Like, they fabricate things to actually pull on the heartstrings in the newspapers and stuff like that. They're all just trying to get headlines. They're trying to make you read it. They're trying to make you buy it. It's weird. It's like a business, But please, just don't empathize with them. Saying they're a lost cause. It's like, you need to draw the line. You have to draw the line and say, like, no more. Like, I'm not going to try and fix you. They've got it in themselves. They're adults. They're adults, man. They know deep in the core of them. That vulnerable part of them. There's a vulnerable part of them, deep in the core of them, that maybe is even good. But it is so overshadowed with darkness. They don't have any light. They come to you for your light. They come to you so you shine your light on them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the light. They have darkness about them. And that pure bit about them, the tiny good part, is so corrupted with evil. It's just so corrupted with evil. It's like, to fix a narcissist, I believe you've got to replace their whole internal circuitry, the wiring of their brain. Because on x-rays and stuff, you can see they're a narcissist. I'm sure they've got more grey matter on their prefrontal cortex. Maybe I'm wrong. Quote me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comment section. But I'm sure they've got more grey matter on their prefrontal cortex. And you can see this stuff on a brain scan, which makes me believe that they're hardwired this way. Like, God won't change the condition of a people unless they change what's inside themselves. And until the narcissist changes what's inside themselves, we can't change them. God won't change them. It's only up to them to want to change. You know what I'm saying? If they sincerely repented, if they sincerely tried to change the circuitry and their wiring, they had to basically go back to the drawing board and say, you know what? Everything I think is right is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's the way to start it off. So everything, their natural inclinations, everything they're inclined towards, they need to literally like deflect that and go the other way. Everything they think is right is wrong, and everything they think is wrong is right. You know what I'm saying? They think empathizing is wrong, but it's right. They think being kind is wrong, but it's right. They think, you know what I'm saying? Like, their whole thing is messed up, and it's why we don't have time for it. We don't have time. We don't have the time to put in to try and fix someone, especially if they don't want to feel like they're being fixed. It's like we could put that energy into finding someone else. We can put that energy into leveling up. We can put that energy into building a business. We can put that energy into building whatever, putting it into our children. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to waste time on them. They're just a time waste. They wasted our time. We learned a lesson, but we can't stay in a one-track mind and think we can try and help this person, because they don't even want to be helped. You know what I'm saying? If we try and help them and we're like, look, we want to help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pray over you, or I'm gonna try and make you get rid of the evil, or whatever you're gonna do to them, yeah? Because I don't believe any of this will work, right? Like, whatever you're gonna try and do to them, they'll just look at you with pity. They'll look at you with pity. They'll think, oh my God, this guy's actually trying to help me, or this girl's trying to help me, man. They're trying to help me after I've done them so wrong and done them so dirty. Like, oh my God. They want to fix me. Oh my God. And they will like inflate their ego and shit. Like, this is how delusional they are. They won't even they'll take it for granted again. They'll take you for granted again, especially if they wronged you. You know what I'm saying? We can't tolerate this abuse that we went through. All of us are victims of abuse. We went through some severe abuse, right? And we can't tolerate this and start empathizing with them. Sorry, I know I've ranted in this video a bit, but I just feel like, you know, whoever this message is for, I hope it helps. I hope it delivers a message, because please, 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 just don't empathize with them. We need to, like, imagine ourselves in a bubble. Our empathy is so deep. I understand you empathizing with them, so don't get me wrong, because I've done it. I've empathized with them, and it only hurts us in the end. So we got to imagine like a bubble around us and protect our empathy. We can't just be giving our empathy out to everybody, because it will drain us, and it leaves us like needing to be alone for a long time. And when we empathize with everything and everyone, you know what I'm saying, and we need to be alone, you know what I'm saying, it drains us. It really drains us. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.